Hello and welcome to you all. My name is Hamid Angoud. It's a real pleasure for me to deliver this lesson in front of you. It's a pedagogical lesson in English, of course. I hope you will benefit from it and enjoy it too. As you can see, it's a reading comprehension lesson. And the text we're going to use is called Cultural Transmission and Cultural Change. That is the title of the text, Cultural Transmission and Culture Change. Okay, it is a 3-paragraph text. Here is the first paragraph. That is the second paragraph. And this is paragraph number 3. Okay, for the moment, we don't need to read the text. Please just take note of the text. As I said, it's a 3-paragraph text. Okay? All right. Now, the title is Cultural Transmission and Cultural Change. Now, first of all, I'd like to give you some components of culture. That is to say, the elements of which culture is composed. Here we are. Cuisine. Cuisine is one component of culture. Customs, beliefs, values, rules, clothing, art forms, tools, crafts, religion, architecture, language. So as I said, these are some of the components of each culture. Please let me read this again. Cuisine, customs, beliefs, values, rules, clothing, art forms, tools, crafts, religion, architecture, and language. All right. Now, culture is composed of both material and non-material components. That is to say, material components you can see and touch. Non-material is quite the opposite of material. All right. I'm going to give you a set of components of culture. That is 2 lists. And your job is to match each set of elements with the title. Now remember, the title is material and immaterial. Here is the first set. Sport, medicine, dance, dress, gesture, cosmetics, food, technology, buildings. Now set number 2. Laws, ideas, beliefs, attitudes, rules, norms, religion, language, behavior, recreation, music. Now remember the task, that you match set 1 and set 2 with these 2 titles. The first title is material, and second title is immaterial. Right? Take some time to go through the first set. Then you read the components in set 2, and then you answer the question, is it material or is it immaterial? Okay? Please take some time, think over your answers, and then after you write them down, we'll go and move on to correction. Okay? Shall we go? Good. Answer. So set 1, very good. Material components. Set 2, immaterial components. All right, set 1, material components. and set 2, immaterial components. Okay, now we get to the first reading comprehension task. All right? Now the task is match the main idea with the corresponding paragraph. Now I'm going to give you an idea for each paragraph. That is to say, we've got 3 paragraphs, as I told you before, and you're going to match each idea with the corresponding paragraph. All right, this is idea number 1. This is the main idea, the major idea, the general idea. The transmission of culture. B, the non-static aspect of culture. 3, the meaning of culture. Now we have 3 labels, and as you know, we've got 3 paragraphs. So we're going to look at the paragraphs of the text, and we're going to match each label with the corresponding paragraph. Okay? All right. Please, we don't need to read the whole paragraph. I just want to draw your attention to the sentences in bold type. That is the first sentence and the sentence in the middle. Does it say, what exactly does culture mean? Let me read the thoughts, behaviors, language, customs, the things we produce, and the methods we use to produce them. Right? Second paragraph. As I told you before, we don't need to read the whole paragraph. We can do the task by just looking at the bold type part of the text. Let's read it. The essential feature of culture, that it is learned and transmitted from one generation to the next. All right. Here is paragraph 3. Let's please look just at the sentence in bold type. That is to say, the highlighted part of the paragraph. Shall I read it to you? Okay. On the contrary, cultures are never truly static. Do you remember the task? You match the main idea with the corresponding paragraphs. Okay, think for a while. Please write down your answers before we move on to correction. Easy, isn't it? Okay. Answers. So, the transmission of culture, yes, it corresponds to paragraph 2. Okay? Now, idea B, the non-static aspect of culture. Which paragraph is that? Good. It's paragraph 3. Nice. Now, the third idea, the meaning of culture. So, to which paragraph in the text does this idea correspond? Paragraph 1, paragraph 2, or paragraph 3? Good. That's paragraph 1. That's very good. Now, we come to the second reading comprehension task. A task means an exercise. Right. So we're going to look at text again, and your task is to find in the text words that mean the same as. That is to say, we're going to hunt out for the words in the text which means the same as. Now, first paragraph, paragraph, idea. Ideas, plural. It's in paragraph 1. And number 2, characteristic. It's in paragraph 2. Right? Really, it's in paragraph 3. Okay? So ideas, paragraph 1. Characteristic, paragraph 2. Really, paragraph 3. So we're going to look into the text and find synonyms of ideas, synonyms of characteristic, and the synonym of really. Let's go. Here is the text. Again, please just read, the part of the paragraph which is highlighted. It is in bold type. The thoughts, behavior, languages, customs, the things we produce, and the methods we use to produce them. Answers? Paragraph 1. Ideas. So which word in paragraph 1 means the same thing as ideas? Very good. Thought. Thought. Ideas. Thought. All right. Now let's move on to paragraph 2. All right. The essential feature of culture, that it is learned and transmitted from one generation to the next. Right? So, all right. So please, you look for the synonym of characteristic in this part of paragraph. All right? The essential feature of culture, that it is learned and transmitted from one generation to the next. Please take some time, read the part of the paragraph in bold type, and try to find out the synonym of the word culture, the word feature in this part of paragraph. Okay, answers. Paragraph 2, so feature, characteristic, means the same thing as feature. All right? So in paragraph 2, the word characteristic means the same thing as feature. All right. Now, we come to paragraph 3. Please, again, as I told you, we don't need to read the whole paragraph. Just look at the part of the paragraph which is in bold type. Okay, let's read it. On the contrary, cultures are never truly static. On the contrary, cultures are never truly static. All right, answers? So, what word in paragraph 3 means the same thing as really? So, what word in paragraph 3 means the same thing as really? Did you find the answer? Good. Truly. So, truly means the same thing as really. All right. Now we come to the next task. It's called general knowledge activities. Right? Now, this is the question. How many cultural values can you think of? Right? Please, I want you to help me build up the list with the values you know. Now, in each culture, there are values. I'm sure you know some of them. So please help me complete this list. So the first value is hospitality. What other value can you think of? Good. Citizenship. Fine. Nice. Altruism. This is the opposite of egoism. Right? Yes. Tolerance is another value. Generosity. That's fine. Good. Respect. Good. This is a well-known value. Solidarity. That's very good. Patriotism. Fine. Well done. Initiative. Good. Yes. Commitment. Yeah. Honesty. Right? That is to say, the value of telling the truth. Being honest, that is to say, always tell the truth. Yes, democracy. Good. Coexistence. Good. Fine. Brotherhood. Yes, it comes from the word brother. Yes, and equity. That is justice. Right? Okay, let me read this again. Hospitality, tolerance, solidarity, commitment, coexistence, citizenship, generosity, patriotism, honesty, brotherhood, altruism, respect, initiative, democracy, equity. Good. All right. Now we come to the last part of my lesson. It's called Aspects of the Moroccan Culture. Now I'm going to expose to you some aspects of our culture, of which we are very proud. And of course, you're going to match the pictures with the labels. Now, I'm going to give you pictures and the labels, that is to say the names of each aspect of the culture, and then we're going to work together and match the labels with the picture. Now here are the labels. Architecture, handicrafts, ceremonies, clothing, cuisine, tools, music, all right, and symbols. Now these are some components of Moroccan culture. They are aspects of the culture. Now I'm going to give you to show you the pictures, right? And you're going to describe these pictures. All right? Now what aspect do these photographs, pictures refer to? Good. Ceremonies. That's very good. All right? Next set of pictures, right? Now, what aspect of Moroccan culture do these pictures illustrate, exemplify? Please look at them carefully. I know you know what it's about. Good. Music. Next, yes, it's the Moroccan flag. All right. Yes, it's symbols. That's very good. Right? Yes, here is another set of pictures. Please look at them carefully and try to match the pictures with the labels I've given you earlier. All right, that's very good. Architecture. These are aspects of the Moroccan architecture. Next. Yes, what aspect is it? Good. It's clothing. Very good. All right. Now, what aspect of the Moroccan culture does this describe? Okay. Tools. That's very good. All right. Right, and here is one more set of pictures. As I told you, these pictures refer and describe an aspect of Moroccan culture. So what is the label, the right label for these pictures? Yes, good. It's cuisine. Yes. Now let's look at these pictures again. There are 3 pictures. They refer to a very famous and known aspect of Moroccan culture. Now, what label corresponds to these pictures? Good. Handicrafts. Handicrafts. That's very good. Before we leave, I'd like to give you a glossary. That is to say, the explanations of the words we've seen so far in the lesson. Anthropology. It is the study of the similarities and differences of the world's people. Culture, the way of life characterizing a particular society. Number 3, cultural change. It's a shift that may occur within a culture as a result of outside influences. And the last item to be explained, cultural transmission, process of passing on culture to descendants. Descendants meaning the future generations. So thank you very much for your attention. You've been very helpful and cooperative with me. I hope you enjoyed the lesson and made the best of it. So I hope to see you sometime. Bye-bye.